Hi, I'm Shlorm. Let's talk about zombies YouTubers. So, this isn't typically the type of video I would make, normally, breakdown stuff, but I decided I don't immediately want to go into Black Ops 1 with my breakdown, and the other video I had planned, which was a Revelations video, that's going to take a while to edit, so here we are. We're going to do a ranking zombie YouTubers. I never said my content would be quality whenever I said 100 days, I just said that would be 100 days, so we're going to do this. So up first, I have Chopper, which I enjoy Chopper. Or let me get this out of the way real quick. So we have five categories here. The best, which there's only gonna be maybe like five people here at most. Amazing, entertaining, watchable, boring. There is gonna be like at least one or two borings on here because there's people I don't find entertaining at all, but you'll see. So first I have Chopper. I don't watch a bunch of Chopper, but his one video I do watch, I actually do really enjoy. So I'll put him like entertaining. I think he's a good YouTuber. Um, I would have to watch more of him to like see through it, but he makes high quality content, and I can't deny that. So you know, that's just why he's there. Number two is John Rizzo. Um, so to a bunch of people, this one's gonna be weird. I enjoy him a lot. I love his videos. Where they're kind of like mashups of like clips for the from the games, and then it's all brought into like a little song around it. I love it. To the ordinary person, probably watchable. To me, entertaining. But I am gonna put him in watchable, like a very high watchable, because he does make very high quality content, and I really enjoy his content. Up next is the Smith Plays. Now, with the Smith Plays, this is interesting because I I'm a little bit biased because I've watched the Smith Plays like on his Minecraft channel before, and I think he was very interesting there. But I couldn't ever get too into his zombie content. I like his zombie content, don't get me wrong. I think he was hilarious in the Z House and stuff, and like he's interesting. So I think for that, I'm gonna put him where most would put him, which would be like, or okay, so I think most people would put him amazing. I'll put him high entertaining. I think that makes a lot of sense, considering he's never really gotten much for me. Up next is JC Backfire. I I think he's a boring Noah J. I'll be really honest. I don't care for him. I think he's a great YouTuber. I think he makes high quality content, and I don't think there's anything wrong with the way he does things. I just personally, to me, I have never watched a JC Backfire video fully through. And yeah. Up next is FPS Psycho. I used to watch them a bunch actually. Not much anymore, but before they hit 100,000 subscribers, I do remember being there around like 88,000. Um, over the years, I've gotten less attracted to their content due to like, it's just a bunch of mod showcases almost at this point, and I just don't enjoy it much because I like vanilla zombies. So I want to say like high watchable, great content. All of these make high quality content. Let me like preface that. All of these are high quality YouTubers. Just they might have things I prefer not or I don't prefer, so I have to put them a little lower. Um, Up next is Chrism. I really enjoy Chrism. Chrism is mm, I'm gonna put Chrism in amazing, very high amazing. I Chrism is probably my favorite zombies YouTuber for a time. Not at this point anymore, but easily second. Such good content. I love the way they edit. Um, Even when I edit or I talk, I try to go for almost a Chrism look on it, and it's so well the way they do their content. Up next is Crazy Rabbit. Um, I don't really like Crazy Rabbit. I think his whole personality is. I think he's funny. I won't deny it. I think he's funny. I just think his whole personality kind of revolves around that he's bald, and he likes guns, and I mean, it's interesting. Just it's not for me. It's not the content for me. So I will have to put him in like low watchable. Eh, actually, I would. Eh, uh, high boring. Sorry, I'm not a huge fan of Crazy Rabbit. I like him. I think he's funny to an extent, but I can never watch a Crazy Rabbit video on its own. Up next is Mr. T, Lexify. I love Lex. Lex used to be my favorite zombies YouTuber like years ago, but before I took a huge break from zombies. Um, Lex is gonna easily slide past all of these, and I think go into amazing because I think Lex is also a very tragic YouTuber with all the accusations that have been put against him. You know, a while ago. I don't remember how long ago, but I think it was like a year ago now. And I think he's super interesting, and I think Lex is one of the best, and he really attracted a lot of people to the community. So I like the way he did his stuff. Up next is Revolution Gamer. Okay, so Revolution Gamer is interesting because as someone who tries to create content and do high quality stuff and use all my resources such as, background music, Revolution Gamer is one of the best because he holds all the music of Call of Duty Zombies, almost all of it, and it's so well to get it done. If you've ever watched my breakdowns and you hear the game over songs at the end of each video, I get those from Revolution Gamer videos. I just download the audio and pop in the video. It's so amazing. Um, but to the average person, he'd probably be like boring. But for me, he's amazing. So I can't really put him there. So I'll do like watchable because he's also like I enjoy his content. Up next is Tim Hansen, which is interesting because I like Tim Hansen a lot, but I couldn't tell you the last time I watched a series that wasn't Last Man Standing. I think he's above the Smith Plays, but below Lex because I really feel like Lex. No, no, I, I think he's above the Smith Plays for sure, but I wouldn't put him next to Chrism. So either I would have to move up Chrism or bring. I'm gonna keep him right there for now. For now, I think that's fair. So up next is Black Ops Amazing, which I love Black Ops Amazing. I think he's amazing. Duh. I think he's awesome. I love his content. I used to watch it all the time. I still do watch it sometimes to keep up with the zombie lore of today. And he is almost the type of like commentary I go for in a sense, where it's very simple to like follow the way he does his videos. So I enjoy it. So I'm gonna put him in entertaining because he's very good background noise. But I would never watch one of his videos, like the gameplay and stuff. Um, yeah, that makes sense. Up next, some people might not know this one. Roman W. I like Roman. This is my current favorite zombies YouTuber. I think he's hilarious. Um, I love the way his videos are formatted and edited. They are so like entertaining to me that it like I have whenever I like eat something and I have to pull something up in the background just watch. Roman is the first person I go to. I have like a video I've been watching for like 4 days now of him completing zombies Easter eggs. It's so entertaining, and I love his videos, and they're amazing. Just great content overall, so high quality. I think he's also hilarious, and he's breaking boundaries of what like a normal YouTuber of like a normal zombies YouTuber could be, and I think that's so interesting. Up next is Noah J. Now, Noah J by default passes everyone over here and just goes into amazing. So my question to myself is Noah J better than Lex? Which I do think so. I actually do think so. I was gonna say no, but I no, I think he's better. And that's because Noah J is so iconic when it comes to like his guides and everything else. I love his content. I don't typically watch Noah J, but for what I have seen from him, amazing content, high quality, great. So yeah. Up next is Mr. Dalek JD, which um I'm honestly not a huge fan of Dalek. I don't. I think he has one of the funniest moments in Zombies history. That being the stupid "We need you on for dance" at the COD Next. But I've never been entertained much by him. He's always seemed kind of shadowed by Milo and Noah. So I've never typically watched him. But I don't know. I just think I think of the three, he's at the bottom. Next up is Mr. Off Waffles, which he is the best. Uh, the best like guides and stuff. Not the best gameplay. He's actually kind of bad at zombies, but he's amazing when it comes to how smart he is and the intelligence he brings when it comes to zombies, and I love it. So there's um, Milo, and finally is Codename Pizza, who I think is very entertaining. I like Codename Pizza. I think he goes right here with entertaining. And because I think he's a great background song. Once again, similar to Black Ops Amazing. Great background. You know, I love to just play zombies and have these people in the background. And yeah, so far that is my list, but I actually do have some things I want to change around. I want to move Tim up one and Chrism up one to create. I think this makes these are like the top three people I find myself watching, and then below them, for like a guide, it would be Noah, and then for entertainment would be like Tim and Lex, and then everyone here is mostly except Smith, except Pat. Pat, I watch for like I just nostalgia pretty much. I like seeing his old like Origins, Rainbow Perk challenges, but these three amazing content when it comes to like story and stuff. Not Pat, put him right there. These three amazing. Um, Two of these are just like I like cinematic stuff for Call of Duty, and it's kind of where I got inspiration for my first video. So I like them being right there. Most people they'd be watchable. For me, they're amazing. FPS Psycho, great content. I hope they keep it up. Um, I think everyone likes them. And then for these three, just people I can't really get into, but ultimately are a huge part of the zombies community, and I can't like hate on them at all. Anyways, that was my ranking. I hope you agreed with it. If you don't, I would love to see what your opinions would be because I will link this little template down below in the description. But yeah, if you liked it, like the video, and if you would like more of my stuff, you can always subscribe to me. You know, that'd be really nice. I do have a Revelations video coming up. Just as I said, that'll be tomorrow's, and it's gonna take me a while to edit. So, yeah. Um, I hope everyone has a happy 4th of July tomorrow, and I'll probably also say that in my video. But yeah, so I hope everyone has a great day and stay safe. Bye bye.